Good morning, dear students. Today we discuss the second session on the subject Computer Application in Business of 5th semester BBA affiliated to Bangalore North University. The session 2 is about the chapter 1 Introduction to Information System. Under that, types and components of the system. In this session, we would be discussing on the types and component of a system. What we discussed in the previous session, let us recap. We discussed about system, meaning, definition and characteristic of a system in a business environment. The objective of this chapter is to make the students to understand the business information system, and the session outcome of session 2 will be the students will be able to understand the types of system, and students will be able to understand and explain the components of a system in a business environment. Let us discuss about the types of system. Open and closed system. Based on the degree of independence, the systems can be classified as open system and closed system. An open system is influenced by its environment. It will accept the inputs given from the environment and it will give back the output or information to the environment, and it has exchanges with the environment. However, the closed or a closed system does not interact with its environment, hence it doesn't accept any inputs or it does not provide any output to the external environment of a business. The second type of system is adaptive and non-adaptive system. Here, adaptive system is, here today computers are non-adaptive systems, because if computers learn how to modify and upgrade themselves, then they would become an adaptive system. A system that reacts to its environment in such a way as to improve its functioning, achievement, or the activities to be performed, it will be called as adaptive system. So, adaptive system will be flexible or changeable, and for the success of the business, the organization needs to change and adapt to the new changing business environment, like they need to change as per the changing customers' demand also. So due to the changing demands from the customers, nowadays business environment is also changing. In the same way, whatever the system, computer applications, software, whatever is being implemented should be adaptive. Next, third category is physical and abstract system. Physical system may be derived from, or it can be based upon, the conceptual system, and hence it represents the conversion of concepts into practice. See, what is concepts? Here, the abstract system is also called as conceptual system. Here, one more word of physical and abstract system are: physical system can be renamed as empirical system, and abstract system can be renamed as conceptual system. So, a physical system and an abstract system is what is about the one more type of system. Third category, fourth category, deterministic and probabilistic system. What is deterministic? Determined means it's a deterministic system operates in a more predictable manner. You can predict the results or the solution. Solution is a deterministic. For any kind of problem, the solution is a predictable, which is called as deterministic system, and it is a system where input, process, outputs are known with a certainty. Means the answers or the information whatever you get is known as certainty or deterministic. However, the probabilistic system is one whose exact state at any given point of time cannot be predicted. It's an unpredictable. Probabilistic is unpredictable, which is probable. The solution could be probable or which cannot be predictable. And say for example, any inventory system in an organization is a probabilistic inventory. You cannot predict. This is a probabilistic. Next is temporary and permanent system. Temporary system means temporary systems are designed for a particular specified period of time and then it gets dissolved. For a particular project or for a particular task, job, or for any particular business activity, a short period of system software or a design or the programming is done. That is called temporary system. Permanent systems, where we can say the policies of the business operations are permanent as long as the business operations are concerned and carried out. The permanent systems are there in the system in a business organization. Next is natural and man-made system. There are natural and man-made system. Here, natural systems may not have an apparent objective, but their outputs can be interpreted. And next is man-made system. Man-made systems are made with purpose that are achieved by certain resolution or solution through the delivery of output or information. Their parts may be related, but and these are all the different types of systems. Now let us move on to the next concept called as components of a system. See, what are the components of a system? Here, the main components of a system are input, process, output. So, and apart from these three main components, we have other components such as hardware, software, people, process, data, boundary, environment, and so on. What is input? When we say component of a system means for any information system or in a computer, any business entity, when it uses some software or a system software, whatever application, so there will be some, these are all the components which are in general applicable. Input means any data which is incomplete or which gives no meaning to it, or which is an incomplete meaning, which is raw in nature. These inputs can be processed or converted so as to arrive at the output. Output is the finished information, or we can say, see here we can discuss the components of a system from the two perspective. In a business environment, we have a traditional manufacturing sector and an service oriented sector now. So all nowadays this operating system or the service oriented industry would be depending on the software or technology. So from that perspective, if you discuss, input is in terms of manufacturing sector, it is all raw material or all land, labor, no, money, material, human resource, etc. And through the process of production, the output or finished product will be called as output. But in our service oriented industry, in an operating environment where input is all related to the data, facts, figures or numbers, which gives incomplete meaning. There is no meaning to it. When once it is processed, it becomes output. That output is gives a very meaningful information to the business. This output or information will be used by the management for their decision making. So input, I have discussed about the input, process and output. Then what is feedback? Feedback is whatever the negative feedback and positive feedback indicated in the system. So if the positive feedback means it indicates the system performance is towards the achievement of the goal, and negative feedback indicates the system is deviating from its goal and it needs to be corrected. Then control, one more component. What is control? Here control means it helps to take corrective measures or actions if it is required. Based on the feedback, the corrective actions will be taken. And what is environment? Environment is here the system does not exist in any without any environment. So environment should be there for any system to perform. Next, boundary or interface. So outer side is a boundary or interface where one system is defined and it's separated from the other system with the component called boundary. So these are all the different components which are involved and which are related to any particular business information system or software. So next we'll discuss about some questions, multiple choice question. First one, a system which interacts with its environment is called open system. A system where inputs, process, outputs are known with a certainty is called deterministic system. The third question, which component of a system helps to take corrective actions if required to bring the system back towards the achievement? That is nothing but control. Control component will help for any corrections to be done. Fourth one, a system which has three basic interacting components, that is input, process, output, is called a dynamic system. Last multiple choice question, a closed system does not interact with its environment. So this is about the session 2. Thank you.